Hello and welcome to the Marketing Mix. I've had a morning of talking about email marketing. I did a webinar for Small Business Britain and BT this morning, 10 ways to grow your email list. So I've just seen that it's been posted on the Small Business Saturday Facebook page, the recording. So if you wanted to catch up on that, go head over there and catch up on that later. Today, I am going to talk about using email sequences or email automation. For me, it's one of the most powerful things about email marketing. I just could not run my business without them. I send out quite a lot of emails outside of my weekly newsletter, and who has the time to manage all of that? I don't, and I know you don't either. So email sequences, that's, where they come in. It's email sequences, drip emails, email automation, lots of different names for it, but it all means the same thing. And they come in so handy. They're so useful to help you to really drive your message through to people outside of your regular newsletter. In fact, it's the secret ingredient in your email marketing. It's what your email marketing needs. And it's so powerful. It actually it makes me a little bit sad that small businesses don't use it or don't know enough about it. And quite a lot of the reason for that is because people are using free tools, and automation in its fullest sense isn't available in either free tools or basic plans. And it's just so powerful for small businesses because it really does help you to create and send the emails that you always wish you could. So before I crack into 6 ways that you can use them, let's just bust some terminology here. What is an email sequence? What is a drip campaign? What is an email automation? So it's when you set up a series of emails in advance that get delivered automatically. Okay. So you will go into your email tool and you will plan these emails, usually 3 or 4 emails that you want to send out. You'll design them, you'll put the content in, you'll do the subject line, the preview text, all of that stuff ahead of time. The delivery is based on a trigger that you use. And the most common trigger is when someone joins your email list. That trigger sets off the delivery of the sequence that you've set up. Each email gets sent out using the frequency that you've chosen. And that means you don't have to worry about whether those emails have been sent or not. It happens automatically. So I've already mentioned one trigger when somebody joins your email list. What about some other triggers? Well, maybe it's somebody's birthday. You run a birthday club through your newsletter list. That's a trigger. So that birthday club is set up. In fact, it's my birthday this month, and I've had 2 emails through to offer me some kind of incentive to basically go spend some money in a business. So that's one trigger. Maybe it's an anniversary. So if you run a membership organization, it could be an anniversary that is a trigger that sends out an email either saying thank you and congratulating them for that milestone, or maybe it's a membership organization, so you're reminding people that they need to pay for the next year's membership. If you sell online, someone abandoned their cart or their basket in your online shop. That's a trigger. We've all done it. We've put stuff in our baskets and then we've got distracted or something else has happened and we've gone off and we've left that basket with stuff in it. And then sometimes miraculously you get an email saying, hey, you've left something in your basket. Was there a problem? Why don't you have this discount to finish off your shopping? So sometimes it is actually a good thing to abandon your basket, but I think quite a lot of businesses are cottoning onto that. When someone opens your email, so that could be a trigger, and you might have a series of emails set up to just talk to the people who have opened your email. And lastly, if someone clicks in your email, so people might want to, might be interested in what you sent them, and if they click on a link, then it sets off a series of emails. So why should you use email automation? I mean, I think I've made the case for it so far in terms of like sending out the emails that you really need to, and you don't have the time to do that. But on average, the open rate for automated emails is a whopping 50%. Now, think about that. How does that stack up against your normal emails? Like, I know my normal emails get an open rate of between 38 and 42%. And like the 50% doesn't sound like a massive hike, but my automated emails get upwards of a 70% open rate. So just let that sink in for a minute. Okay. So those sequences, you know, are really important in terms of those people are there, they want that information, and they're hungry for it, and you send an email at that appropriate time, they are going to open that email. Okay. Then think about how many times you thought that you need to send out, say, a welcome email, and things get busy and you forget. Email automation really saves you a heck of a lot of time, and make sure that those emails are sent when you're busy. Now, they also help you build relationships. No one wants to be sold to all the time in email marketing. Just think about the emails that you get where you sign up for a newsletter list, and what's happening is somebody's just sending you emails that are selling to you the whole time. How icky does that feel? I have a little bit of a, what should I call it? An email address that I snoop with, and I sign up to other marketers' email lists. Sometimes I actually don't even sign up. Sometimes I will download something and I'll get added to their email list, or I'll attend a webinar and I'll get added. They don't tell me that they're going to add me to their email list. Anyway, so I have this snooping email, and there's this one sender. There were a few emails, about 3 or 4 emails, and I thought, oh, those are interesting subject lines. I'll open that email, I'll see what they're about. And every single email, which had been sent in quite quick succession, every single one of them was selling something. So to me, that's off-putting. And, you know, when somebody first joins your list, the last thing that they want is for you to sell to them. Okay, so having that welcome email, the welcome sequence set up, helps you build that relationship, especially if you send monthly and somebody perhaps joins just after you've sent your newsletter, they join your list. There's a whole month before you're going to email them, and you have an opportunity in that month to really make your mark on them. So you're not ready to buy when you join somebody's email list unless you are offered a discount in that for your first purchase. So you know the websites you go on and you're thinking of buying something, and the thing pops up before you've even spent 3 seconds on the website saying join our email list for a 10% discount off your first purchase. If you're in the market to buy something, that's a good sales tactic. So there are some people who will do that, but you know, that whole selling as soon as someone joins your email list is just a bit icky. And then email automation lets you drip out evergreen content. So evergreen content is stuff that isn't time bound and it's relevant at any time. So if you join my email list, that is email sequence that I set up, I think 3 years ago now, and it's got content in it that is not going to date, which means that I don't have to update it every month or every 3 months or whatever it is. And in my mind, this is what makes email automation a powerful tool for every small business, and that includes yours if you're watching. So, types of sequences that you can use. Right, so I'm gonna talk you through 6 ways that you can use email automation. It's not an exhaustive list. You'll find things in your business that you can use automation for, use these 6 ways to inspire you. It could be any number of things that you can use sequences for. The list is limitless. It's limited by your imagination. So think about how you can use them as I go through this. So I've already touched on this, welcome emails. So think about how you feel when you join a list and you get a lovely welcome email thanking you. It makes you feel special, right? So isn't this a feeling that you want to impart to your subscribers? You only get one chance to make a first impression. And if that first impression is abysmal, then that relationship is just not going to go very far. And welcome emails don't have to be complicated. Before you set yours up, think about what you want to achieve with it. Yes, it's a welcome for your subscribers, but what do you want from it? Okay. I want to give my new subscribers value, and I want to give them a taste of what's to come from being a part of my community, my email list. So in my welcome email, I offer them the choice of 3 recipes. They can choose a marketing recipe, a social media recipe, or an email marketing recipe. Sometimes a subscriber chooses all 3. Now that first email that gets sent to them is automated. And then I use a feature in my email tool, Constant Contact, called click segmentation. So depending on which recipe they pick, the click gets segmented into another list. And the trigger for that list is also a list join. And that sets off another 4 emails or 3 emails, I think 3 or 4 emails that gives them the recipe that they chose. So if they sign up for the email marketing recipe, they get that recipe in the subsequent 3 or 4 emails. All of that is automated. Since I started that automation, since I created it, I've always had a welcome email, a welcome series, in fact. But since I created this particular sequence, I've had almost 1,000 people join my email list. So you can see that it works really well because people pass things on, people refer me, and they get the same experience as everybody else. So if you have not set up a welcome email, I really encourage you to do that. If you are using free plans, sometimes you are restricted to only 1 welcome email. So some free plans and some basic plans don't let you do a series. So if you can only send 1 email as a welcome email, make that 1 email work really hard for you, but actually do 1. Okay, next type of email sequence, birthday or anniversary emails. So you might have heard me talking about birthday clubs before, and anniversary emails are much the same thing. You're celebrating a milestone for subscribers on your list. Now, if you want to send your readers a birthday or an anniversary email, doing it the normal way would take you absolutely ages. Every month you'd be in your email list figuring out who needs to get an email that month. Email automation, email sequences, take that hassle away for you, okay? So you set it up and the automation remembers to send out the emails, so you can't forget. It's an absolutely foolproof way to make your subscribers feel special. So make sure that where it's a birthday club, you will have to collect people's birthdays when they sign up. You don't need their whole birthday, you just need the date and the month. And on or around that date, they will get an email from you. So that could be a voucher, it could be just a birthday card, it could be a present, they could claim a free gift, it could be whatever you want to be, and it doesn't have to be massively expensive. Next one, to follow up a lead magnet. So this is one of my favorite things. I create a lead magnet and I promote it using a landing page. And to access the thing that I'm promoting, so it might be anything, it could be how to grow your email list, it could be an email cheat sheet, anything, a little ebook. To access that download, people need to submit their email address. Okay, and here's where the magic happens. I've already got an email sequence that's set up. The first email is always the thing that people submitted their email address for. But then I use that opportunity to send them additional things, more educational stuff, things that will really help them understand what I'm about, who I am, and the expertise that I have. Okay. I just mentioned the email marketing cheat sheet. I've lost count of how many people have downloaded that and been through my email sequence for that. So if you have a lead magnet, you want to make sure that you capitalize on people giving you their email address and putting in that email sequence to follow them up. The next one is to follow up a webinar or an event. So lots of time and effort goes into organizing webinars and events. They are ways that you can interact with your target audience. And I see so many businesses get frustrated with hosting events because they don't work out the follow-up in advance. You need to know what you want your attendees to do after your webinar or event. Do you want them to provide feedback? Do you want them to sign up for something? Do you want them to follow you on social media? Whatever it is, and it might be a few things, work out that and create your email follow-up sequence ahead of time. Then all you have to do is make it live. In fact, make it live before your event or your webinar. Once that event is done, you add the details for the attendees and bam, your follow-up happens seamlessly. I've talked about abandoned carts, so that's a really good one. If you have an online shop, having an abandoned cart email is a really good one. It really helps with uplift of people buying. They come to your online shop, they add something to their basket, but they don't check out. And it's really frustrating. You want them to make that purchase. And this is where email automation is your friend. So you'll need, if you're using, you can use e-commerce tools that have their own built-in email sequences for abandoned carts, but you can also use an email marketing tool that integrates with that. So perhaps you use Shopify. I know that has a brilliant integration with Constant Contact, and setting up your automated email here is going to save you a lot of frustration, and it's just going to nudge those people that are about to buy. It's just going to nudge them to do that sooner. So if you have an online shop, do really set up your email automation, your abandoned cart automation, to help you to really push those purchases along a little bit. My last email sequence for you today is challenges. And this can be for any type of business. And we've all participated in challenges before, the ones that you sign up where you have to do something every day. So a couple of years ago, I ran the Mighty Marketing Campaign Challenge. That was over 7 days. And each day, everyone got an email with the thing that they had to do that day. And I'm going to be straight with you here. I didn't sit at my laptop every day to send out that email. No, it was an email sequence that they got, an email from a sequence that they got every day. It's automated because no one has the time to create these challenges and then sit down at their laptop and send out an email every day to the people that signed up. So if you've ever wondered how people put those challenges together, it's just as simple as creating that email sequence. Of course, you've got to decide what the challenge is, and you've got to create the content to share. But getting the emails out to people is easy peasy. And remember, once you have set this challenge up, one time, you can run it again and again and again. You've got your email set up. If that content is evergreen, it's not tied to a particular date or particular time of year, you can set that challenge up several times in the year. But even if you've got something that's seasonal, you can run it year after year with the same automation. You set it up once and use it multiple times. And this is how you're going to really maximize your use of email marketing. Oh, I've just seen Richard's joined. You're running late again today. If anyone has joined a bit later, don't forget that you can catch up. All of these are recorded. They live on my Facebook page, YouTube channel, and LinkedIn page, so you can catch up at any time. So that is a whistle-stop tour of email sequences. So let's just reiterate what you can use. So welcome emails. If you pick any one of the 6 that I've gone through to work on, do this one, because it's really going to help you to concretely build those relationships with your subscribers. You need to make a brilliant first impression. So set up that welcome email. Do it today. If you've got time today, do it today, or make time this week to set up a welcome email. Number 2 is the birthday or anniversary email. It's nice to just give some people a little delighter. Giving a delighter to your list is a good thing. Number 3, a follow-up on a lead magnet. So my lovely friend Bhavani of B81 Designs has just launched her ebook lead magnet today. If you create PowerPoint presentations, you want Bhavani's ebook because it's amazing. It gives lots of advice on how to create slides that are really visually striking. That's her lead magnet. There will be emails on the back of that she will follow up with. Follow up a webinar or an event. So if you attended my webinar for Small Business Britain and BT this morning, you will get an email following up with the recording. So that's them following up a webinar or an event. Abandoned cart, make sure that you have that set up if you have an online store. This is you really squeezing every little penny out of people that visit your online store, making sure that they carry on to make that purchase. And then challenges. Again, this is a really great way to share your expertise in a friendly, sort of hands-off way. You're not selling anything, you're sharing expertise. You can create that in an email automation, but you can always follow up with those people who have participated in the challenge. You can give them the next step. So it might be that they buy something. It might be a book or a video or something that they go on to buy that will help them with moving on with what they did in the challenge. So really take those as inspiration to help you build your email sequences. I would love to see you doing that. Richard says he loves abandoned cart emails. They usually carry a good discount. They do. So really be aware of those and use them in your own business to get people to really purchase what you're selling. So it's just going to nudge them along, and a discount doesn't help. But again, it doesn't have to be massively a big discount. It can just be like a 5%, a 10%. Most of those that I see in abandoned carts are 5 to 10% discounts. Fabulous. So If you are not on my email list, I'm going to ask you why not. The Marketing Morsel comes out every Tuesday. It is a bite-sized email that is designed to help you with your marketing. But more than that, it's a community, it's a club. As soon as you join, you get access to a private Facebook group with lots of different content that I don't share anywhere else. You also get access to member-only webinars. There's one tomorrow, The Secret to Powerful Marketing That Makes You Money. And you get access to the Marketing Motivator, which is my mini mastermind. It happens 4 times a year. That's for the top engagers in my club. So you get quite a lot of value, and it costs you nothing but your time. So I've popped the link in the comments, so do join today. The Marketing Mix is going to take a little bit of a break while I find new guests and plan out the next 3 months. So I'll be back on the 16th of May. So put that in your diaries. I'm going to find lots of experts to come and speak to you about different aspects of marketing. If you have an expert or a topic that you want to hear about that we haven't covered, drop me an email and I will find an expert to cover that topic. I hope you have a great rest of the day and week. Hopefully the sun will come out at some point, and I'll see you in a few weeks' time. Take care. Bye.